1 player, 2 player, put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on! Power on, everybody. Welcome back to Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro the Dragon.
How's everybody doing? We all having lovely times?
Hype.
I bet you are.
Gosh, I'm hyped.
I know everybody's eating lunch right now.
Hyped.
No, they're not. They're eating breakfast. We release at 9:15 in the morning and then 10:15.
Maybe they're eating dinner?
We actually release at 8:15, 8:45 in the morning, depending on what I've decided. And then the second video goes out at about 10:15, 11:15.
That's crazy.
And it all depends.
No,
This is my favorite level in the whole game.
the ice.
I love ice levels, dude. They look so fucking cool.
What was the one? What did they say? Like the hardest levels that to impress people was it water?
It is water, yeah. Because water sucks.
Because water.
So I've actually already discussed with several people on several occasions. The best way to make a water level, make sure it's themed around water and you know what it is. If you have to have them swim in water, fine. But the number one rule for any water level ever, to make sure it's not bad, it's not boring, and it's not dumb. Don't ever put the player underwater. That's when you ruin it.
So, what's your thoughts on whatchamacall? So, what do you think? What are some water levels you think that did well, perfectly well?
It did really well. Ristar, which had underwater themes, but like it didn't. So the main reason why underwater is a thing that's really hard to do is because when you put somebody underwater, you have to like suddenly subtract from their speed ever so slightly to make them feel like they're underwater. And when you've got a game that's going at a certain set speed the entire way through, and then you take away from that, the player no longer wants anything to do with it because now the game is slow and they have no control over how quickly they do the game. So that's why the Water Temple and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time fucking sucks ass. Because it is literally the only temple in the entire game where you're going at like, let's say for example, Mach 5. Every time you go into a temple, it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to go through a door, you know? And then the Water Temple where it's like, I can count to fucking 20 and I still haven't gone through the door yet! And then, like, where you go in every temple, when you're going from floor 1 to floor 2 to floor 3, it's all a continuous, like, you know, a 1, 2, 3 step. You know, it's like Mach 3 or Mach 4 or whatever. And then you go into the Water Temple, in order for me to go from one floor to the other floor, I'm going there, but it's at Mach fucking 0! It's fucking terrible! It's ass! It's absolutely asinine! And then in order to go from one floor to another, I had to go through this convoluted fucking process of finding a fucking painting on a goddamn fucking wall so I can sing a fucking song that can take 6 fucking notes, so it's 6 fucking seconds, and then I have to watch the song play all over again, so it's another 6 fucking seconds, and then I have to watch the fucking floor, the water go from floor 1 to floor fucking 2, and that's another 20 fucking seconds, and then I have to go in the water to go down from the water to the fucking floor, and that right there is another fucking 30 goddamn seconds!
And we're back.
It's a fucking goddamn convoluted process to go from floor 1 to floor fucking 3!
And we're back. You
I
good?
hate the fucking Water Temple. Not because it's ridiculously difficult, but because it is so goddamn time consuming. It's not hard, it's just slow. And that is not at all ever some kind of form of difficulty. It's just annoying. Anyway, I'm playing Spyro the Dragon. This is a happy game. How are you doing?
Reignited trilogy. And we're back.
Woo!
And we're back.
I'm sorry, like, I actually hate
And
the
we're
Water
back.
Temple. You asked a totally separate question.
And we're back.
What was your question?
I was gonna ask you. What's funny is that right afterwards, I was gonna ask you what levels didn't really do good or did poorly of the water levels.
Oh, yeah, you asked me which one did really well.
And then afterwards, I'm gonna tell you like what did it not do well, like what games did not do the water levels well.
Breath of the Wild did a really good one.
Uh-huh.
Where like there was water and I could interact with the water to solve puzzles, but I was never hindered in speed, so like it was just fun all around, you know? Water was the focus and you could tell it was the Water Temple, but at no point did I feel like I was in water. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it was like, it was good. you know?
What the vulture? So what is Spyro?
I fucking hate the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. I semi-hate the Water Temple in Majora's Mask. Because it's super labyrinthian and super fucking confusing. The only reason I'm even as good as I am at it now is because I've beaten it 4 times at this point.
Yeah.
So now I can, like, do it slightly better. I can't do it like it's on the back of my hand, but, you know, I can somewhat put up with it. But I just hate the Ocarina one because it takes so long to do anything. Anyway, another good example is Super Mario 64's water levels.
Okay.
Because when you swim, it's like you can keep your momentum, but you have to keep it. Like you have a choice, you know? Anyway,
Yes.
what was your question?
You already answered it.
No, like you asked a question about Spyro.
Oh, I was gonna say, what is Spyro? Who is he? What's the lore?
Oh, he's just a dragon that like apparently is an orphan, and he's like been destined to take on Nasty Nork and save the Dragon Realms.
Oh.
Which is why I think they incited it and made the battle go down, because it was taking too long and they wanted to get it over with. That's my theory. I have been wrong before. I just destroyed my voice.
But
yelling
not
about
this
Ocarina of
one.
Time. That's the episode now. Just call it the Water Temple.
Nah, just put the fucking water temple.
I have yelled about that thing like dozens of times, man. It's just like, it's really weird too, you know? Like, because the Ocarina of Time game is like really well designed, you know? Like, it makes sense all the way through. And then out of nowhere, it gets really fucking slow. It makes me think they designed every other temple, but not that one. Or, you know, at least like, because if you look at the temple, you know how it's like really square?
Yeah.
When you think of that, does ice make sense? There not a rumor, it was like, there was an ice temple that got cut. And I feel like it got cut because they couldn't figure out how to program ice very well. And so the water temple, in my opinion, is the cut ice temple. Because if it were ice, it would have made so much more sense for its design. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, each floor would have been you melting a layer of ice and progressing through the puzzles. And it would have been genius. And they didn't do it. And it's just weird. But like, I don't know. The water temple is just dumb. Fucking hate it. And I always will. End of story.
Until they make it remastered.
They already did.
Another remastered.
If they make another remastered, it needs to include... what, in my opinion, they need to go off of the fan hype and make something called Ura Zelda.
Ura Zelda?
It's Japanese for Other Zelda. It was going to be Ocarina of Time, but with, like, DLC. Like, they were going to add the Unicorn Fountain, which got cut. They were going to add the Ice Temple and the Wind Temple. And the Temple of Time was actually going to get a dungeon to it.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. They were going to actually add a Light Temple, which would have been Link as an adult learning how to use the Master Sword.
Oh my god. Wait, isn't he already an adult?
Yeah, it's when he pulls up the sword as a child and then gets sucked into the whatever you want to call it, the Chamber of Sages. And so he would go to the temple, the Light Temple, and he would learn how to use the sword. And he would earn the right to use the Master Sword by passing the tests. Wow. And those all got cut. And my opinion, they need if they do an N64 Classic, they need to release Ura Zelda alongside it with all of that cut content.
That's sick. I can see his DLC though. For being honest.
I would buy the Nintendo 64 Classic just for that.
Wow. That's pretty.
I don't have the NES or SNES Classic, but I do want them. Mostly because of some of the games that are on there. Like Star Tropics. That was pretty cool. Still waiting for that playthrough, Game Grumps. You fucking started it. Could you go finish it, please? That'd be fucking great. Power off.